Hey folks, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a really good treat for you. We are going to make homemade enchiladas, and we've got all the necessary ingredients we need to make them, and let's get started from scratch. Alright, as you can see now, we have a pound of ground beef, chuck beef, Angus I prefer. And I've already got water, a cup and a half of water. I'm boiled the beef, and we're just gonna let it boil slow. And then once it starts getting cooked, we'll add the spices and a little bit of the chili powder just to give it some kick. And we still have to go out to the garden and get a few ingredients that I am going to need to top this off. Okay folks, there's some fresh ingredients I need to go get out from the garden, because I'm going to need some green onions and maybe just a little bit of parsley for something else. And while we wait for the meat to cook slowly, since I got it on medium heat, I don't want it to burn, but then some of it's still kind of icy, and we'll do that. Just go to the garden. Get a close-up of the onion. Yeah, I think this is enough. Pop these out a little bit. A little bit of cilantro. And just a little bit of parsley. As you can see, this is all I really need right here. We're going to chop all this up and add a little bit to the beef and for pico de gallo. Okay folks, so the meat is starting to boil. I'm going to add a tablespoon of salt. Mix it in there. Maybe add a little bit of pepper. Not that much, just, you know, just a little bit. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of the chili powder for the meat. And that's about it. That looks good. Add that in there. And some people are saying, well, why are you adding the chili powder now? I mean, should you add that last? I don't want too much of a strong chili flavor to the meat. I just want it to have a mild taste to it. And yeah, see, it's getting a nice color now. So we just stir that in. And it looks like the meat's getting boiled pretty good. I just, I'm going to drain it, so it's not going to be as salty or as peppery or as chili, but it will have a good flavor to it. Next, I'm going to add some onions to it. Alright folks, well, it looks like the beef is ready. I'm not going to add these ingredients. I'm going to drain it first. And as you can see, there's kind of a lot of this fatty substance. I don't like enchiladas. And besides, it's better to drain it. It's a lot healthier. Alright, we got the beef pretty much drained. We're going to put this back in the pan. And we are going to add a little bit of onions and a few of these ingredients I have chopped up already. So I guess I got the cutting board up here, and here we go with our onions, cilantro, just a little bit of parsley, chopped green onions, white onions, and that's enough right there. And we're going to stir it up, put it on a low heat. Again, don't want to burn the beef too much. And we'll start stirring this up, and that's a good flavor. It smells really good. We don't want to overkill it with the chili spice. Okay, so now we're going to let that cook just a little bit, and then we're going to start on our tortillas, our chili sauce for the topping, and it's coming along nicely. I'm hungry. Are you? I am. Okay folks, have you noticed the water is already evaporated, and I can keep on stirring it. I don't want my beef to burn, but as you can see, the little bit of ingredients we put in there, it's already cooked. As you can see that the onions are nice. I'm not going to let them caramelize because that's overdoing it. And now we're going to put this aside, and we're going to start on the tortillas next. Alright folks, as you can see, we had to put Hunter to bed. You can hear him. I added a little bit of olive oil with sunflower seed oil, extra virgin oil, and I added some of the chili powder to it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fry the corn tortillas just a little bit, just let them get a little bit of color before we stuff them with beef. There we go, look at that nice beautiful red color. There we go. We don't want to over fry them, we just want to keep them nice and tender still so we can roll them up with the beef. One, two, three tablespoons. Stir it. I got a cup and a half of water in there. And I'm going to add 8 ounces of tomato sauce to it. Now we're just going to let it simmer a little bit. Then go get my tomato sauce. Now I'm adding the tomato sauce to it. That's about right. And I'm going to let it simmer a little bit and let the water evaporate. And I'll be stirring it as the water evaporates. Okay, now I am stuffing the chili coated tortillas with beef, rolling them up with the seam down, And as you can see, we got a good amount right here. And then we're just waiting for the sauce to thicken up. And then when the sauce thickens up, we will add it on top of the enchiladas. And we'll add cheese and green onions and other ingredients. Okay folks, as you can see, the enchilada sauce is starting to thicken up nice and beautiful. And we'll just give it another 5 minutes, let it thicken up a little bit more. And then we'll pour it on the rolled up enchiladas. Delicious.
Go.
Alright folks, as you can see, the enchiladas, corn tortillas are already stuffed with the beef. Added a few herbs there. Now I'm going to add the sauce to it too. We added a few sweet onions to the sauce, and here we go. It smells really good. Okay, now we're gonna even out the salsa, or enchilada sauce, I should say. I greased up the pan too with some olive oil and sunflower seed oil, so they won't stick, because I still gotta bake them. And there's the enchilada sauce. You get everything. Now I'm gonna apply the cheese. Alright, here we go. This is queso de crema, Mexican crumbling cheese, and it will give it a good flavor. Plus, we have a little touch of America right here, a little bit of a yellow cheese. And we have just a few more ingredients, because I like mine spicy, but the wife, she does not. Alright, this is one side that's not going to be spicy, and this other side is the one that's going to be spicy. You got the peppers in there, see that? And there we go. Spread that out a little bit. Okay folks, I put the enchiladas in the oven. I set it at 350, and we're going to leave it in there for 15 minutes. Let the cheese melt, let everything combine together, and then after 15 minutes we'll see the results. Alright folks, as you can see, the cheese is melted perfectly, and it's ready to go. It's kind of steaming hot. She also made some green salsa over here, and we have avocado with green salsa mixed into it. It's not spicy because the spiciness is up here in the enchiladas. Well, at least my half. Her half is just regular. It's really good. And let's dig in. Oh, we're good. It's falling apart nicely. Alright folks, let's see. Okay folks, as you can see, pretty much the enchiladas came out pretty good. Spicy the way I like them. And I'd like to give a shout out to everybody out there in Bay Harbor. I give a shout out Richard Alvarez, Jesse Alvarez, Joe Alvarez Jr., the Alvarez family, and I'd like to say a shout out to the Flores family of the Philippines. And please watch, subscribe, leave a comment, and give us a like. And we will see you on our next episode. Thank you.